Yes. No.
I have to find this one. All right, welcome to the Board of Education meeting, Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There is nobody for. We're going to go into executive session to discuss the employment history of a particular person. I have a motion, please. Second. All in favor? That's me step out. And my good to meet you long, and we'll send something back out to get you.
Out there, and I noticed they're working on the second poll. They finished the first poll about a half a day today. They're doing quite a job. If you have an opportunity to watch this long boom, carry two guys up to those lights, and then working on those lights up there in the wind, where both the pole and the thing they're standing on is going back and forth, and
I always going the same way.
it's a pretty interesting project. So they will be done on schedule, I believe, for the weekend. The administrative job descriptions are on your agenda tonight. I'd like to emphasize that the administrators have had an opportunity to review their job description, and some have offered some minor changes along the way. Basically, they're complete at this point, and I appreciate your voting on them tonight so we can get that out of the way. We might make some tweaks along the way as the year goes by and we see that some job responsibility needs to be shared or needs to be transferred to another title. We'll do that over the course of the year. Just as the code of conduct is refined every year and changed a little bit to suit what's going on in the district, I can see the work, the progress from job descriptions very similar to that. I think I counted over 20 teaching and staff appointments that we're asking for you to be filled tonight. And I'm happy to report that some of the unusually difficult positions to fill have been filled. We have a Spanish teacher. We have a school psychologist. We have a STEAM, an elementary school STEAM teacher that is eminently qualified. Her resume is just unbelievably outstanding. We're hiring special ed teachers. We're hiring 2 ag teachers. We're hiring 2 because it's a 1.5 position for ag, and the other half of the position we're going to have one of them teach science, which has some a background in science education. We're hiring an LPN tonight, and we're hiring a school nurse. Again, other positions that have been very difficult to fill, and TAs as well. Last month, and we've already hired AIS math individual, technology individual, family and consumer science, business and marketing. So we're starting the school year at least with some of the major appointments that we needed to make filled with good candidates. I've received word back from the people who have worked with our candidates so far. We've had the new teacher orientation for a couple of days. We had Grant Chandler worked with our new teachers as well, and they both have reported back to me independently what an outstanding group this class of new teachers is. So I look forward to their input in the school over the coming years, and hopefully they'll stick around, which we're trying to make it as comfortable for them as possible. For example, we're letting the tech teacher before even his appointment takes effect September 1. We're letting him into his room to straighten it out. Quite a mess. And he's been in there quite consistently. So it's very enthusiastic. Also, undertaking a salary review. I've brought this project on myself. I wanted to make sure that we're in line with both teachers, because we did lose a few as we were interviewing to another school district, Greco, who was paying more than us in a couple of areas. So we lost a few to them. But the point is that I'd like to do a salary review of maybe other employees other than the Teachers Association. I want to make sure that all of our groundskeepers, buildings and grounds, our technology folks, the kitchen staff, everyone is getting paid what is a comparable salary to some districts that are comparable to us. So I'm undertaking that. I hope to have that done in perhaps a month. I'm not sure. I'm going to say a month, but maybe it'll take less time. Yeah, it's September 5th is going to be loaded with professional development work for our teachers and staff. We're providing lunch that day, which is, I understand, usual. The district is paying for it, but I am requiring every employee to be on site during the entire day. We're paying them for it, and I want them to attend the NEDA afternoon session where the NEDA company is going to talk about safety and all of the hazards that we're facing with diseases and everything else. So I want everyone in the auditorium to listen to it, regardless of their job. I think the district, but student safety and employee safety is everybody's responsibility. That concludes my report.
Thank you. All right, we'll get through the next two quick presentations. We don't have any, and whole business we don't have. So new business for the 7 you that are in the audience and anybody listening on Zoom. In the event that you were wondering, the board finished up with our interviews for the superintendent position on the 14th and 16th of this month. We interviewed 5 finalists who had superintendent and assistant superintendent experience. Our school attorney now is working with the finalists to finalize the contract, and we hope to have more information for you shortly. Moving on, appointment of the district clerk. Be it resolved, Board of Education appoint Alexis Miller to serve as the district clerk to the Board of Education for this district for the 2023-24 fiscal year at an annual stipend of $4,000, which will be prorated effective August 28, 2023. Have a motion? Joe, second. Molly, questions? All in favor? This is not on your agenda, but we did speak about this, a late item, which is the extension of the interim superintendent of employment. Be resolved, Board of Education of the Peconic School District hereby extends the employment of Douglas Kelly as interim superintendent of schools till such time as the full-time superintendent is hired, but no later than December 31st, 2023, pursuant to the same terms and conditions contained in the agreement dated June 28th. Be it further resolved that upon the employment of a full-time superintendent, Douglas Kelly will continue the employment of the district as a mentor to the new superintendent of schools under the same terms and conditions contained in the agreement dated June 28th until such time either party terminates the employment. This extension of Mr. Kelly's employment may be terminated by either party on 5 days written notice to the other party. I have a motion. Ron, second. Heidi, question? All in favor? Fall Festival of Shakespeare. Be it resolved, superintendent of schools recommends to the Board of Education to approve the drama club to attend the Fall Festival of Shakespeare Common Class at Monument Mountain Regional High School in Great Barrington, Mass. The Fall Festival of Shakespeare and Company in Monument, Mass. Have a motion, please. Margaret, second. Joe. Questions?
Who funds that? Do we fund that? Good.
Okay. Down there. Memorandum of agreement between County Hills and the County Hills Faculty Association. Be it resolved, the Board of Education hereby approve the agreement between the County Hills Central School District, and the Taconic Faculty Association to substitute the position of ELA coach with an instructional coach for the 2023-24 school year. Motion. Heidi, second. Questions? All in favor? Thank you. Pertains, appointment of teacher on special assignment agreement be resolved Board of Education, Conoco Central School District does hereby appoint Sean Rao to 1-year temporary assignment to the position of instructional coach as teacher on special assignment. Mr. Rao will maintain all benefits he's currently receiving under the Conoco Faculty Association contract. He shall continue to accrue seniority in the elementary education tenure area. This assignment shall be for the period not to extend beyond June 30th, 2024. Motion, Molly, second. Margaret. Question. Favor. Design services proposal be resolved, be it resolved that the superintendent of the school recommends to the Board of Education to approve the fee proposal between the Conoco and the SEI Design Group out of Albany for design administration services associated with the 23 capital improvement project, charging infrastructure for zero emission bus fleet effective August 14, 23. Cost of the service shall be $60,000 plus reimbursement. Motion. Margaret, second. Questions? All in favor? Aye, nothing. The MOA between Taconic Hill Central School District and Taconic Hill Senior Management Group be resolved. Taconic Hill Central School District Board of Education hereby recognizes the Taconic Hill Senior Management Group as a representative of Federal School Business Executive 1 employed by the district. The terms and conditions of employment for the School Business Executive 1 will be in accordance with MOA dated August 30th, 23 and the CBA. Have a motion? Margaret, second. Ron, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution to extend grant-funded term appointment. Be it resolved, Board of Education, County Hill Central School District hereby extends term appointments for the following teacher for the maximum period September 1st, 23 to June 30th, 24. The grant-funded term appointment is not a probationary appointment. It is specifically acknowledged that the following teacher has agreed to waive any rights they may have to a probationary appointment in consideration for tenure, and such agreement will be evidenced by writing signed by both parties. The teachers will receive salary and benefits as outlined below and in the letter agreement by both parties. Motion. Molly. Second. Rick. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
The name of that individual is on the top of the next page.
Would be related salary. Adoption of the revised code of conduct, be it resolved, Board of Education approves the revised code of conduct and what's worth of action. Can I have the motions? Heidi, second. Margaret, questions? All in favor? First reading of the policies, you'll see them there. It's Board Policy 2382 for broadcasting and recording board meetings. Board Policy 6830 and Regulation 6830R for expense reimbursement and people personnel services policies. Have a motion. Alicia, second. Joe, questions? All in favor? The administrator job descriptions be it resolved, Board of Education approves the adoption of administrative job description. Motion, Rick, second. Molly, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Right, we're going to lump 1 through 5 here. The appointment of officers, I'm going to ask for one motion in 1 second. If you want to both know for one individually, or if you want to stand or whatever, just let me know what that is. Appointment of officers, the deputy district treasurer, to appoint Ashley to the deputy district treasurer for the 23-24 fiscal year at no additional salary. Tax collector, To appoint Alexandria Rose to serve as tax collector for the 23-24 fiscal year at no additional salary, effective August 28th. Purchasing agent, Board of Education appoints the school business executive one to serve as purchasing agent for the 23-24 fiscal year, no additional salary, effective August 20th. Officer, we appoint the school business executive one to serve as the records retention management officer for the 23-24 fiscal year with no additional salary, effective August 28th. And the workers' compensation board representative that we appoint the school business executive one as a designee to represent the district as a workers' compensation board, effective August 28th, and no additional cost to the district, effective August 28th. Have a motion. Heidi. Second. Ron. Questions?
All in favor?
Terrific. All in favor?
Say one thing.
Yes.
I'd like to point out that all of these additional duties that the central office staff are assuming, that phrase, no additional salary, is in every one of these resolutions. And that's dividing up the tasks among the people that justify the salaries that we've designated for these people. They're assuming a pretty heavy load, a lot of them, and I commend them for that. I know some of the positions, if they were to leave us and go to another district, they would get paid more money. But these are devoted people. They're people that work in the central office that are sitting in the audience right now, just by her choice. And she doesn't have to be here, but they're so interested in the operation of the district that they make the extra effort to stay after work many, many nights. So I appreciate the board's support with this. And I just wanted everyone to understand the magnitude of the jobs that they're assuming.
Moving to designations, investment of idle funds, be resolved Board of Education designates the school district treasurer with the approval of the school business executive one to invest idle funds in approved interest-bearing accounts for this district during the 23-24 fiscal year, effective August 28th, 2023. Have a motion. Alicia, second. Molly, question? All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the following educational services contract for the 23-24 school year. The Cardinal Bay School for Special Children in the Hudson City School District. Have a motion, please. Ready, please? Rick, second. Molly. Questions? Favor?
Aye.
Item I, resignations. You'll see them there. 1, 2, 3. 8 resignations. Please note that 4 of those are pending appointment to other positions. Have a motion, please. Margaret.
You're doing a whole thing separate.
What's that?
It's all versus separate, so.
Only can be one motion.
Yeah.
Personnel item.
Right, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everything.
Choose and.
Everything, all of it,
All of resignation, all change.
All appointed, all the way down to B.
Yes, all the way down.
Okay, but there's. All right, well, I guess we'll do it that way then. All right, so this motion, let me backtrack. We're also going to include the abolishment of position, which is the superintendent, the assistant superintendent for business, which is effective the 26th. Senior account clerk, which is effective the 27th, and the establishment of positions, correct? Which is the school business executive one and the school district treasurer, both effective today. Now, tonight. Thank you, Margaret. Second. Rick, question? All in favor? Leave of absence, they're listed following from social studies, health until June 30th. Jay will be out until September 15th. Josh Piper, a teaching assistant, through June 30th, 24. That could be continuous. Motion. Margaret, second. Any questions? All in favor? All right. So moving on to appointments, non-competitive civil service permanent appointment, Sheikh Quesa Austin, LPN, effective the 31st of this month. The rate of pay is there. I can do all these appointments at the same time. The non-competitive civil service probationary appointments, for Corey, this as an LPN, Felicia as a registered nurse, Sydney, Cynthia, and Danielle as teachers' aides.
I'd just like to say, when you hire someone, and not only are they qualified for the position that you hire them for, but they also want to coach and do something else for the district after school, that's a bonus.
I would say those go.
Yeah, and they do. And I can tell you right now that a graduate, Felicia, for example, is interested in coaching. She's the nurse position. Sydney is a coach as well. You're right. So we've got a lot of these candidates. For example, Brianna Black, we would be voting on in the next page, has been a softball player, college softball player, 15 years, out of high school, and she's interested in doing that as well. So some more comments as we go along about the attributes of some of the candidates that you're voting on.
Motion. Molly, second. Ron, question? All in favor?
Aye.
Let me break these out individually. Competitive civil service provisional appointment, for Ashley to be appointed to the school business executive 1, effective August 28th of 23, running through August 27th of 24. Salary is there, 8 hours per day, once a year. I have a motion. Heidi. Second. Ron. Question. All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations. Civil service exempt probationary appointments. To appoint Alexandria Rose as tax collector. The dates are there, as is the salary. Lucia Berger as the school district treasurer. Dates are there, as is the salary, and Alexis Miller, secretary to the district superintendent. Dates and salary are listed. Can I have a motion? Ron? Second.
I was confused.
Questions? All in favor? Congratulations. Competitive civil service probationary appointments. To appoint Eileen as secretary 1. Dates and salary listed, and Karen Regina as a school data coordinator analyst. Dates and salary listed. Can I have a motion, please? Heidi, second. Any questions? All in favor? Congratulations. The next social studies teacher, 1-year term appointment. Josh Piper, you'll remember that he was on the previous page. Resignation, I believe it was, getting their signed replacement for Paul in the tenure of social studies from September 1st through June 30th. Salary is there. Be it resolved that the Board of Education, Countyville Central School District hereby accepts the recommendation of Superintendent for appointing Josh Piper to a 1-year term appointment of teacher of social studies in the social studies tenure area commencing on September 1st and ending on June 30th. Contingent on compliance with the requirements of the education law, provided for applying for social studies grade 7 through 12 certification through NYS Education Department. Motion. Motion. Go. Second. Question.
Sorry, I couldn't remember the question. Would that be, can he also do the, AP history like full budget?
I believe he is. I don't have a schedule with me, but qualified to do that. There's not someone else who is perhaps has more seniority that wants to do the
That
same
wants to
thing.
do-
Okay.
Okay, but we don't have to get rid of that part. Or, no.
As far as we know.
Okay.
Favor? Special education teacher, 4-year probationary appointment, to appoint Jennifer Pruden, special education. Dates of certification and salary are listed. Be it resolved, the Board of Education, Chicago Hill Central School District hereby accepts the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Jennifer Pruden to a 4-year probationary appointment as special education teacher in the special education tenure area, commencing on September 1st and ending on August 31st, 2027, contingent upon compliance with requirements of education law. Ms. Pruden holds professional certifications in students with disabilities grade 7 through 12. Motion. Margaret, second. Any questions?
I just want to make one comment. This is an individual where you are getting from Questa. Those are lost. Get one back.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ag teacher is a 1-year term appointment to appoint Crystal Parati. Dates, certification, and salary are listed. Be it resolved, Board of Education appoint. That we agree to the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Crystal Parati to a 1-year term appointment as an ag teacher tenure area commencing on September 1st and ending on June 30th. Contingent on compliance with requirements of education law. Ms. Parati goes professional certification in agriculture. Motion. Second, any questions?
Question. Same question. It should be the AP biology that Riley's in, which is not qualified.
I'm not sure whether it's her or the next candidate.
Oh, it's somebody.
So
Okay.
And I'm about the two ag individuals.
you can make 2 of you.
Thank you. We're fortunate to get these two individuals. They're both highly skilled. Crystal is coming to us from Hudson. And Rachel has been a dairy farmer and grew up on a dairy farm. So she's bringing some really practical experience to our ag program. I fully endorse both of these individuals.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item H, ag teacher to a 1-year term appointment. Rachel Sylvester, ag teacher, date, certification, salary are listed. Be it resolved, the Board of Education of the Chicago Central School District accepts the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Rachel Sylvester to a 1-year term appointment as an ag teacher in ag teacher tenure area commencing on September 1st, ending on June 30th, 2024. Contingent upon compliance with the requirements of education law, Ms. Sylvester has applied for an ag certification through the New York State Education Department. Motion. Margaret, second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Special education teacher, 3-year probationary appointment. Pasuka Kumagai. All right.
Right.
A for effort. Tenure area special ed, dates, certification, and salary are listed. Be resolved, the Board of Education of the Chicago Central School District accepts the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Asuka Kumagai to a 3-year probationary appointment as special education teacher in special education tenure area, commencing September 1st, ending August 31st, 2026. Contingent upon compliance with the requirements of education law. Ms. Kumagai holds a professional certification in students with disabilities grade 7 through 12. Motion. Go second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Spanish teacher, which is a 3-year probationary appointment, Catherine Gagan, tenure area Spanish teacher, effective dates, certification, and salaries are all listed. Be resolved, Board of Education, Central School District accepts the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Catherine to a 3-year probationary appointment as elementary teacher and elementary education tenure. Be commencing on September 1st, 2023, and ending August 31st, 26. Contingent upon compliance with the requirements of education law, being professional certification in Spanish, grades 5 through 12.
Question, take advantage. that she thinks the bench. But I'll be there. We'll fix that.
Everybody get that? By Bryce, just that. Sorry, again. I wouldn't have caught it, I was just not. Second, by Bryce.
Research in Spanish, that'll back.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Good point.
Okay.
Aye.
Elementary teacher to a 3-year probationary appointment, Victoria Zidell, effective date, certification, and salary is listed. Be resolved that the Board of Education accepts the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Victoria Zidell to a 3-year probationary appointment as an elementary teacher, elementary education tenure area commencing September 1st and ending August 31st, 26th. Contingent upon compliance with requirements of education law, Ms. Zidell holds the initial certification in childhood education, grade 1-6. Motion. Alicia, second. Holly, question? All in favor?
Aye.
Elementary teacher to a 1-year term appointment, Brianna Black, tenure in elementary education, date, certification, salary listed. Be it resolved, the Board of Education, the Conecuh County School District hereby accepts the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Brianna Black to a 1-year term appointment as an elementary teacher in elementary education tenure area commencing September 1st, ending June 30th, 24th. Contingent upon compliance with the requirements of education law, Ms. Black holds the initial certification in childhood education, grade 1-6. Motion. Margaret, second. Alicia, questions?
So then what happened with Sean, if Sean Rock goes back, then she's gone, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's the way it stands right now, but she has, that's a good point. She has 2 master's degrees. She's got multiple certifications. One of her master's degrees, by the way, is from Sydney, Australia, which I thought was kind of neat. We're having a hard time trying to compute for the credits that she's getting, to be paid.
Crimp on the Barbie.
She is a very impressive individual, and I would guess, based on her multiple qualifications, that at the end of the 1 year, if we have an opening, that the district would be smart to rehire her. And I know she'll do an outstanding job. She's outstanding.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
All right, school psychologist, which is 4-year probationary appointment for Jean Marie Mayer, school psychologist, date, certification, salary are listed. Be resolved that the Board of Education accepts the recommendation of the superintendent to appoint Jean Marie Mayer to a 4-year probationary appointment as a school psychologist and school psychologist tenure area commencing September 1st, 23 and ending August 31st, 27, contingent upon compliance with the requirements of education law. Ms. Mayer holds a permanent certificate as a school psychologist. Can I have a motion? Margaret, second. Heidi, question?
She's the spouse of the AIS math individual, Robert, that we appointed last time. And we pulled both of them out of retirement.
We don't test it.
No discount.
Well, we don't get an AARP credit or something?
That's very well.
Yeah, one.
So we're the all mentor teachers together. Listed the head mentor Tracy Brown and Jackie Hudson, and then mentor teachers. You'll notice that there are quite a few vacancies. That's in that. So there's something else. They both give it to H. Margaret, second. Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Extracurricular advisors, vocation. activity yearbook advisor, name Christine, she is stipend. Motion. Margaret, second. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Sports coaches, they're listed for volleyball. Girls gym and varsity, you'll notice Sydney, who we just appointed as a teacher's aide, at West Point. Is now going to be a coach for us in the past. Indoor track and field, Neil Howard Jr., you'll notice the stipend amount is 0. And track shooting in the spring for baby cycle. Have a motion. Second. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Extracurricular advisors for the 23-24 school year, Animal Club, Park Club, and Odyssey of the Mind. People are listed. Can I have a motion, please? Ready? Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Substitutes rates determined based upon qualifications of assignment, Doreen, Kathleen, Tess, and Sherry. I have a motion, please. Joe, second. Question, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Lifeguards and fitness center attendants, Gianna, Sarah, Grace, Marcus, and Nicholas. I have a motion to Spidey, second. Molly, question? All in favor?
Aye.
And chaperones and timers, Tracy and Cassandra. Have the motion, please. Joe, second. Margaret. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and we have an item to add to the agenda, which we discussed previously. Be it resolved that the Countyville Board of Education hereby approves the recommendation of the superintendent of schools pursuant to section 73 of the Civil Service Law to separate from service Dawn Gardella based on her continued absence from employment for a period in excess of 1 year, effective September 1st, 2023. Have the motion? Rick? Second. Ron? Questions? Favor?
Aye.
Okay. No tenure, I'm assuming no public. Nobody wanted to speak to us tonight. You can speak to us.
I didn't get a chance to sign it. Sorry, guys. Most of you know me, Michael Malinsky. I was an extracurricular advisor last year. I was just going through the minutes and I noticed that that whole beta program we did last school year with the AV club somehow didn't make it to the list this year. I wonder if that had just went up, if it disappeared, if I forgot about it, or how that story went. Well, I know you wouldn't know about it. So last year in November, I came up with a program to have an audio video club to teach the kids how to work video cameras, photo cameras, audio equipment, that they can do podcasting, record stuff like this and broadcast assemblies or concerts and everything for the young kids, and create a skill-based club where these kids can, then once they leave school grounds and graduate, they can just go right into the workforce with these great skills if they wanted to, or go into higher education with that being in arts. I own a photo and video studio in Hudson. My kids attend here in 3rd and 8th grade now. They're coming up next week. And yeah, I was just curious if there would be plans to continue this program.
It is something that we can discuss. And
Yeah.
We'll get with the superintendent, have to circle back.
Great. Lots of parents are all excited. And next year, I'm like, I think so. So, great.
We'll be in touch. Anybody else? Rick wants to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to give the board an update on the legislative committee. The legislative committee is Bonnie, Molly, and myself. And we had a couple of topics and issues that we're going to look at, but I wanted you to hear it from us first before you hear it from anybody else. Because we've heard about these two issues from prospective candidates, prospective employees. We've heard about it from current employees, and it's kind of a hotbed across the state. And what we're gonna look at is anything that we can do to provide in-house daycare for staff. And we're also gonna take a look at what we or others who could help us could do as far as affordable housing for staff members. There's a immensely, once we really get started with this, I feel that, and we have made contact with a couple of county agencies, the enthusiasm level for that is very high. So I want you all to know that that's what's going on. Because it was spread
want
like,
to join the legislature. I really want to, I want to be part of the debate.
Internships that open up.
Bonnie, everybody just volunteers for a committee. Can you believe that? That's right.
Bonnie, my youngest is now 16, so the daycare really doesn't interest me that much.
maybe you can run it.
Oh, that's even worse. No, I think it's a great idea.
There's some obstacles in the way, okay? This is all preliminary. But just know that we're gonna look at it and see what kind of help we can get from people who do this a lot.
If that doesn't excite the Senate of you, I don't know. I'm simply excited. Thank you very much, Rick. Bonnie, did you say something? That you had something you wanted to say?
With all the I know it's short notice, but, first day of school, so, board members, I don't know if they're planning on your schools, I think, normally too, I know Andrew, but doing it that couple of years.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. What Bonnie's talking about, for those of you who can't hear, superintendent's day, first day of school, the board generally comes and participates in one way, shape, or form. I think that we decided that we were going, some of us were going to come down on the 5th. The 5th is superintendent's day that we were going to be here. That's what we discussed. The 6th is the first day of school. You guys have done this in the past as well. So you generally first thing in the morning, Bonnie, or you just generally here through the day, or how do you do this?
Well, first thing in the morning, the first time I did it, I stayed pretty much all day, but under the morning, they're coming, their breakfast back there, really appreciate them, saying welcome back, and, just enough, just afternoon, say welcome back. Who's coming, that's one of definitely.
The 5th, now that I think about it, I can't, I'm going to be, I'll be here on the 5th, and you're going to be here on the 5th.
I can come to that.
The 5th is who? Alicia, Heidi, Molly, and Rick. The 6th, I can do the 6th.
I can come in the morning for.
Right.
Right.
I could probably be here on the 6th, Evan, Rick, and did I hear? On the 6th, on the 6th. So we'll have pretty good representation from the board on both of those days.
Okay, well, I just want that to be like something, I mean, I said they are something.
Yep, I wrote it down.
Right.
Yep, on the 5th, we have Alicia, Heidi, Molly, and Rick, and on the 6th, we have myself, Rick, Joe, and Molly, and Margaret.
Personal.
All right. We do not need to go into executive for a second time, so I guess we can move to adjournment. Have a motion, please. Margaret, second. Molly, question? Favor?
Listen, we're out of here before 8.
Are you not in favor?
I'm in favor, yes.
Rick's gonna keep us here.
It's just unusual.
All right, we'll leave you on for a minute. Yep.